Hello guys, good morning. Mashallah. Today I would like to discuss to you all about budgerigars or budgies. It's a bird, it's a small bird, it's a parrot. I would like to discuss the how to identify the gender, how to breed, what are the nesting materials required, what are the diets, what are the mutations, and other more. I hope you will like my discussion. Shukran. Hello guys, good day. Now I would like to discuss about this kind of birds, the budgerigars or the budgies. Why many people, many breeders are talking that they are beginners bird, but I don't believe that. After I discuss this all to you, then you will be the judge if these are for the beginners bird. Maybe they called beginners bird because this kind of the budgies are commonly seen in the pet shops, commonly seen everywhere. That is why maybe they call it the beginners bird. But as I said, after this topic, you are the one who will judge if these other birds is for the beginners. So what are budgerigars? So, budgerigars, a long-tailed seed-eating parrot. Seed-eating parrot may be in captivity, seed-eating parrot, but in the wild, they eat also veggies and fruits, vegetable fruits, grass. Budgerigars are nomadic flock, and since 19th century, imagine there's more than 100 years we are breeding these birds. Budgerigars also is endemic in Australia, the land down under. Before, they are using budgerigars, aborigines, the native in Australia, they are eating this one, and the plumage, they use it as a decoration for the headdresses. So these are the physical characteristic of budgies. It's 18 centimeter long, more 30 to 40 grams, 12 inches in wingspan. In captivity, they live 5 to 10 years. Clutch size 4 to 6. And budgies attract the mate through their plumage, which glows in ultraviolet light. So this is our budgie, or the budgerigar. The part of the budgie, the forehead, the eye, of course, the cere with nostrils. Here, guys, in the cere, here we can identify either this is male or this is female. I will thoroughly discuss to you it later. So the beak, the cheek patch color violet, like that. The throat spot, the mask, chest, leg, vent, tail coverts, tail ramp, wings. It's commonly part of the bird. So now, how to identify the gender of your budgies? Either that is a male or that is a female. Actually, guys, a budgies is a sexual dimorphism. Possesses the sexual dimorphism. It's a condition of two sexes that you can easily identify which is the male and which is the female. The opposite of this one is the monomorphism, meaning the female in the male is almost similar, but the budgies you can identify it directly, the male and the female. So this is the male. We will just call it the baby male and the male adult. You can see in the cere, here, the cere, we can call it the nose, the cere. The cere of the male, the young budgie is pinkish when it is juvenile. And it will turn blue when it's ready to breed or adult. While the female is white. The cere of the female is white when it's juvenile, and it will turn brown when when it's ready to breed or female adult. Now, what do they eat? As I said earlier here, the budgies are seed eaters. Yes, correct. So these are the type of seeds that you can feed to your budgies, from the foxtail, white millet, black millet, pearl, sunflower, Japanese millet, pruso. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, white millet, in the Philippines, we call this one dawa. Commonly called dawa. The black dawa, the red dawa. Sunflower, the white sunflower, I didn't see this one in the Philippines. The yellow millet, the canary seed, hemp, the red, sesame, negar seed, barley, pulao rice, black sunflower, and buckwheat. So these are the seeds that you can feed to your birds, to your budgies. Also the fruits, say for your budgies, apple, banana, mango, watermelon, melon, orange, papaya, pineapple, lychee, guava, grape, baby corn, java apple, jujube. I don't know about this one, jujube. We don't have jujube in the Philippines. Can you send me jujube, my friends, or send me pictures? What is this? I don't see jujube here also in Saudi Arabia. Malta and pomegranate. Pomegranate, in my country, we call this one granada. And vegetables also that we can feed to our budgies are mint, water spinach. Water spinach, we can, in the Philippines, there's too much of water spinach. We can see everywhere. Lettuce, coriander, moringa. Moringa is in every house. Maybe in every house, 90% of every house in the Philippines have this tree planted in the backyard. Moringa is commonly known in the Philippines as malunggay or kalamunggay in my local dialect. The neem, fenugreek, spinach, wheatgrass, basil, celery, eucalyptus, thyme, cabbage. But cabbage, my friend, if you feed your birds cabbage, please do wash it thoroughly, because there's plenty of insecticide that will spray to your cabbage. Then maybe it can affect your bird. Swiss chard and chicory. Now, the do not feed. Do not, once again, do not feed. Salty foods, sugary foods, fatty foods, pits, fruit seeds, fresh fruit seeds, chocolate, mushrooms, dried beans, avocado, raw onions, alcohol, caffeine, and carbonated beverages. It will kill your budgies immediately. Now, what is the difference between the English budgie, the difference between a budgie and the English budgie? Now, I will show you the picture. So, this is the difference, my friend. So, what is the difference? First is the size. Actually, my friends, The wild budgies is much smaller than the budgies that we can see in the pet shops. The wild Australian budgies is smaller than this one. And this we call this one the the pet budgie. The pet budgie is that the budgies that you can see in the pet shops commonly. And now the English budgie is a little bit, it's not a little bit bigger, bigger than the pet budgie, fluffier than the pet budgie, colorful than the pet budgie, and expensive than the pet budgie. If I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, depending of the mutation, depending of the color, the price range of this one in my country is about 4,000 to 5,000 peso each. Now, tell me if this bird is for beginners. See? The English budgie, this is the cobalt blue and the sky blue. The difference between the budgie and the English budgie. See the difference in color? The English budgie have the cheek spots bigger. The cheek patch is much bigger also, and the feathers is much fluffier. See? The English budgies, almost you cannot see its eye when you are facing it frontal because of covered of the headdress. See the back and see the difference. Now, what are the materials used for nesting? So in the wild, budgies just go to the hole of wood or something like that, a dead tree. They use it as a nesting area. In my country, in the Philippines, of course, because I started breeding budgie. My first budgie I acquired when I was around 12 years old. Now I'm 20 years old. So, we go back to our topic. Before, I used this one. The coconut husk. The coconut husk, we remove it. We are removing the shell inside, and then wrap it with a cable or what's that, wire, and put it in the cage. Now the budgies are cleaning and digging the inside of this coconut husk to make it comfortable. Now the negative side of this coconut husk is the coconut husk, especially when your budgie will lay around 4 to 6 eggs. The space inside will be congested for the chick. The tendency, the chick will kill each other for the space. And also the coconut husk, for almost the parents will dig and dig and dig until such time it will create a hole. So you will replace it again. Once again, the negative side for this one is the space is not enough for the chicks. Once again, the negative side of this one, the coconut husk, is the space is not enough for the chicks. So next, the shell itself. In this picture, the hole is very big. This one, they cannot make it. The parent cannot make a hole in the bottom of this shell. But the negative of this coconut shell itself is the space again is not enough for the chicks. For example, they have four to six chicks. The tendency again, the chick will kill each other for the space, or because the eggs will not hatch simultaneously. The tendency, the first hatch will become the eldest chick will grow faster compared to the youngest chick. The tendency, the parent will feed only the one who has the big probability of surviving. So the eldest, so the parents will not feed anymore the youngest chick. Next, this spot. In Pakistan and India, mostly they are using this one, but in my country, I didn't see any. It's not common to use this one. Maybe this is the availability of this type is not around, but maybe it's also good. Next is the PVC pipe. I did not use this one so far. The PVC pipe is, especially in this picture, the PVC pipe is around 4 inches in circumference. It is the space also inside is not enough for the chick. What is the recommended nest for budgie? Of course, the nest box. You will make a nest box like this. So there's a dimension also, 12 centimeter by 12 centimeter is not enough. Maybe we are using, for budgies, we are using the large size, the 29 centimeter by 15. And there's also many designs of nest boxes in the net that you can, depending on your budget and depending of your likeliness of what you want. I will show you some pictures also, some pictures of aviaries, breeding facilities for budgerigars. See, they are using nest boxes because nest box, even though that they provide 6 eggs, the space of the nest box is enough for 6. The parents can feed all the chicks. See, it's beautiful, clean, and of course it's neat. So guys, I have question. There's lots of question. What is the difference between the parakeet and the budgies? It's the same with in Australia they called it a parakeet. In other countries they called it no. In Australia they call it budgies or budgerigars. In other country they call it parakeets. It is the same. In my country we call it truck, and in other country we call it lorries. It is the same, but the name, the title of that one different, but the same. The bottom line, the parakeet and the budgie is the same. So baby expectations. Sky blue, we cross also with cobalt, will result the possibility of result for this one, sky blue, cobalt. So what is the difference between sky blue and cobalt? They're almost the same. No, the sky blue is lighter than the cobalt. Look, the color of the cobalt. If you can see these birds in actual, you can define the difference between these two colors. Next, sky blue and sky blue. Sky blue and sky blue will result, of course, sky blue, sky blue, sky blue, and sky blue. So the fun of this one is experimenting different colors and result, and you get the datas. How about sky blue and mauve? Mauve. So the result of the chicks, the expectation, the probability of getting what color the result is cobalt, 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 cobalt. Next is light green and olive green. Light green X to olive green will result dark green, dark green, dark green, and dark green. So mauve and cobalt will result mauve, cobalt, cobalt, mauve. So parents, olive green X to olive green, the result will all become olive greens. Parents, dark green X dark green we cross to dark green, I shortcut it, dark green X dark green. The result, 2 dark greens, 1 light green, and 1 olive green. By the way, guys, there's a lots of colors. There are a lots of mutation of Budgerigars. There are also a Latino. There are also the white one. There are also the albino. So the growth rate of the chicks. So 1 day old from egg, from first hatch, 8 day old, 3 weeks old, 4 weeks old, and 5 weeks old. So the Budgies growth stage. So from day 1, guys, did you observe, for those breeders, did you observe when an egg hatch, you see the beak of the bird, there's a small white tip there. We call that one the egg tooth. The egg tooth is the one they use to break the eggshell. Now you know. Again, Budgies breeding cycle. From Budgies adult, of course, they breed. When they breed, they lay egg. When they lay egg, the egg will hatch. When the egg will hatch, the chick is ready to jump from the nest box. From the nest box, the baby is full and ready. They will feed themselves. They are ready. They are not relied anymore to their parents. They are ready to transfer to another bigger cage. So the question, what is the age of the budgies that we can breed our budgies? Actually, my friend, in 6 months, the budgies is ready to, we can breed the budgies in 6 months old. But the tendency of breeding the budgies that early is they don't know how to take care of the youngs. That's why the probability of the chicks that will die is very high. Compared, the suggested breeding age is 10 months. 10 months breeding age, they gain more experience in that one. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, and my friends and my kababayans, the female budgie is laying egg, producing chicks up to 4 years, and before it will be cull, and the male is around 6 years before it will be cull. So breed. Budgies are physically able to breed after 6 months but not allowed to do until they at least 10 months. A younger bird would often fail to be a good parent. Once they matured, female will be able to breed for 4 years and male for 6. So, these are the type of birds and some of their mutations. By the way, in the wild, the original color of the budgie is green. And then many years of breeding, they mutate to another color. They became blue. They produces white. They produce lutinos, albinos, Moab, and this one is crested. Crested is an unexplainable mutation of budgie. So, crested is the one of the most unusual budgerigar mutations. The only structural trait that is only controlled by few identifiable factors. Crested are in 4 phases: the full crest, the half crest, the double crest, and the tuft. So these are the picture for these phases. The head of the bird. See? The tuft crest. The tuft crest, it looks like the bird have a small headrest like cockatail, like cockatoo, until it will become full, the double crested. I will show you in the next picture. See? This bird is it's like a bird that just came out from a parlor or a barber shop. See the headrest. And this one. See? It's look like a 18th century friar or something like that. Next, the rare mutation of the bird, my friends. I will show you the beautiful mutations of budgerigars. So this is the half-sider. Actually, the half-sider is not it's not a mutation, it's a genetic defect by birth. No? It's a birth defect but not genetic. That's why it's very, very difficult to produce this one. Even you have parent half-sider and a half-sider in 100 years of breeding, you are very lucky you can get this one. Even the half-sider plus X the half-sider, it is not sure that they will produce half-siders because it is not genetic. Again, the other mutation, the rainbow. See how beautiful this one? Next, the white crested. The bird looks like, how can he see? How can it see? He looks like he have a flower in his head. This is also a half-sider. Once again, this is a very, very, very difficult to breed like this. You are very, very lucky if you can get this one. The peach. The red one. Actually, guys, me also, I did not see these birds in person, in actual, in even the bird shows. I did not see this one. The violet, purple, the pink one, and the muab. So, harogomo, Budgie. The harogomo is Japanese word for helicopter. This kind of bird, this kind of mutation, the bird looks like have a flower in his back. I will show you the picture. See? This is the helicopter Budgie. Guys, harogomo Budgie. The price range of this one, you can message me if I'm wrong again, is around to 15K peso up, and that is each. See? Now, are these birds for beginners? Next one, the sky blue harogomo and the green. We also have Budgerigars Show or bird show or beauty pageant for Budgerigars, and it is in international, international, national level, regional level, and in local level. See? This one, I think this one in India. India. This one is India. These are just samples of the international exhibitions in Budgerigars or bird shows. This one is in Pakistan. And this one is in Manila. This is a combination between a bird show. It involves agapornis, budgerigars, and other birds. Not only budgies, but other birds also. And we have localized in Mindanao, in my area in the Philippines, in Mindanao. But I think this was held in Davao. Hopefully, we can provide this one. We can also conduct Budgerigars Show in my place in Cagayan de Oro. So, my friends, this is my discussion about Budgerigars. I hope you pick up some bits of ideas how to breed and how to take care and what is the food, the nest boxes, etc. for these birds. Now, you can decide if this bird is for beginners or what can you say? Shukran. Thank you very much. Special thanks to Diary of Elite Birds, Mr. Plabon Mundal from Bangladesh. Assalamualaikum, katir shukran, and donobad to you. And to my fellow hobbyists in my area in Cagayan de Oro, Mr. Robert Acosta. Mr. Robert Acosta, he is specialized in Budgerigars English Budgies. So you can reach him through Facebook. Thank you.